We are down to the Olympic Sweet 16 race, fans. Welcome to the quarterfinals. Let's get started. Driving the 2006 Bentley from Queen Bee Racing, the number 13 seed Queen Annie Crowhurst. Driving the McLaren Spider from Shredder Speedway, the number 9 seed newcomer Barry Porter. The V-Man, Norm Davis from Norman Verne Racing, is the number 5 seed, driving the 69 Coronet. And from Gravity Track Grand Prix Racing, driving the Mazda RX-3 and number 4 seed Matthew Parisi. Remember the keys to victory. Winning the lap means bonus points. DNF means giving bonus points to the lap winner. Get ready for round 2, drivers. Let's race. Crowhurst and Porter in the front row. Queen Annie leading Parisi, Porter, and trailing V-Man into turn 2. Now Annie pulling away, Parisi trailing, Porter falling back turn 3. 180 for the Queen as she heads to the finish in reverse. Then Parisi, Porter, and the V-Man. Scoring is 5 points for first, 3 for second, 2 for third, 1 for last. A DNF is a 0. The lap winner gets a bonus point for each DNF in his or her lap. Top 2 advance to the semifinals. So the Queen keeps her subjects in order, taking that first lap. Parisi, Porter, and the V-Man, 2, 3, and 4. Crowhurst and Parisi in the front row. Parisi, Crowhurst, Porter, V-Man single file into turn 2. Parisi and Crowhurst skating but increasing their lead into turn 3. Both straighten out, and it's Parisi to the finish, then Crowhurst. And Porter and V-Man locked up. Let's take a closer look at that. Yep, it's Porter nipped him by a headlight. So it's all Parisi and Queen Annie at the halfway point. These two share the lead with Porter 4-back and the V-Man 6-back. The V-Man and Parisi in the front row. Parisi, Crowhurst, V-Man, and Porter single file into turn 2. Coming around, V-Man flips. Porter gets by turn 3. The Queen bearing down on Parisi, looking for an opening. Left, right, but Parisi holds on for the win. Then Porter slides in for third, and the V-Man gets the DNF. Parisi and Queen Annie are looking pretty good to advance. Porter is 5 back from Annie, and the V-Man is 9 back and mathematically out of the running. Porter and the V-Man in the front row. Porter and the V-Man leading a bunched up group into turn 2. Now Porter separating down the backstretch. V-Man, Crowhurst, Parisi trailing turn 3. Same order heading to the finish line. And a barrel roll by V-Man finishing in style. Let's see that again. Here he comes. And we're going to call that the Slingshot 360 play of the week. Unfortunately, though, there are no style points in this Olympic event. Parisi and Queen Annie advance to the semifinals. Driving the 2000 GT from Miniature Car Racing, the number 14 seed Wes Cosin. Driving the 70 Escort from Queen Bee Racing, the number 10 seed King Denny Crowhurst. Daniel Bear McKay from Rabbit Shetland Racing is the number 6 seed, driving the Lamborghini Huracan. And driving the 89 Mazda Savannah from Miniature Car Racing, the number 3 seed and big brother to Wes Cosin, Kareem Bolo Brown Palos. Wes Cosin and Crowhurst in the front row. Wes Cosin leading out the pack into turn 2. Pulling way ahead down the backstretch, turn 3. Oh, but here comes big brother Kareem on the outside. Fakes left, turns right, passes him, takes the win. Crowhurst and Bear 3 and 4. Let's see that again. So Wes Cosin, wow. Wes Cosin never even saw Bolo coming. He just snuck up on him and took the win from little brother. Oh, just like old times, huh? So Bolo steals the victory from Wes Cosin, Crowhurst and Bear 3 and 4. Wes Cosin and Bolo in the front row. Bolo heading a bunched up group into turn 2. Now Bolo pulling away. Then Crowhurst and Bear turn 3. Oh, here comes the group. Now Crowhurst with the overtake. Oh, he leads a packed up group and is a photo finish. Let's take a closer look. And here they come again. So we do see that Crowhurst has it. Then Bolo just barely nips out Bear for second place. Wes Cosin 4th. So Bolo leading by 1 over Crowhurst. Wes Cosin 3-back and Bear 4-back at the halfway point. Bear and Bolo in the front row. Bear leading out Crowhurst, Bolo, West Coast and into turn 2. And Bear floors it down the back straight, turn 3. Nobody in sight, out of camera range, all the way to the finish line. West Coast and Bolo, a distant 2 and 3. And we lost Crowhurst back there. Ooh, on his roof there at turn 3. So Bolo and Bear with slim leads over Crowhurst and West Coast. This one's still up for grabs. Crowhurst and Bear in the front row. Bear, Bolo, Crowhurst, West Coast, and single file into turn 2. Same group, same order down the back stretch, heading into turn 3. Bear and Bolo are blocking. Crowhurst trying to plow through, but Bear takes it. Then Bolo, Crowhurst, and West Coast. So Bear, McKay, and Bolo, they're your advancers to the semifinals. Driving the 68 Gran Torino from Spagna Lanes, the number 15 seed, Lorntown Abercrombie. Driving the 94 Audi Avant from Team Cogspeed, the number 11 seed, Jussie Samford. Big Bishop from Big Bishop Racing is the number 7 seed, driving the 71 Plymouth GTX. And from Hillbilly Racing, driving the 68 Challenger in Magenta finish, the number 2 seed, Dale Taylor. Abercrombie and Sanford in the front row. Abercrombie flips at turn 1. Sanford and Big Bishop leading Taylor into turn 2. Big Bishop flips sliding. Sanford's all alone, turn 3. He said, Sanford flips 2. Are you kidding me? And here comes Taylor, smacking him out of the way for the solo victory. And there is Sanford, Big Bishop, and Abercrombie all on their roofs. Well, you've just seen Diecast Racing's version of cows over a cliff. Thanks to that triple self-destruction, Taylor has lapped the field in this first race. Abercrombie and Taylor in the front row. Taylor, Big Bishop, Sanford, Abercrombie single file into turn 2. Nice high turn, pulling away. Big Bishop, Sanford, Abercrombie chasing turn 3. Another smooth turn down the stretch and a smooth 180 across the finish line. Then Big Bishop, Sanford, and Abercrombie. So with Taylor's 10-point lead at the halfway point, second place is up for grabs between Big Bishop, Sanford, and Abercrombie. Big Bishop and Taylor in the front row. Big Bishop leading out Sanford, Taylor, and Abercrombie into turn 2. Coming around, same order down the backstretch into turn 3. Big Bishop leading, Taylor flips, Sanford chasing. It's Big Bishop, Sanford, and Abercrombie. And there's Taylor back there on his roof. So Taylor still leading by 4, but Big Bishop with bonus points creates some distance from Sanford and Abercrombie. Final lap coming up. Sanford and Big Bishop in the front row. Taylor flips, Sanford leading out. Big Bishop flies off the track, coming around, and Sanford flips too. Oh my goodness. If Abercrombie stays on his wheels, he will move past Big Bishop with that triple DNF win, and that is exactly what he does. There's Taylor, Sanford on his roof, and let's find Big Bishop. He flew off the track. He's way over there. There's Big Bishop. So we finished the series the way we started with a triple DNF, and it's befitting that both advancing drivers, Taylor and Abercrombie, each won their triple DNF laps. Incredible finish. Driving the 68 Challenger in green finish from HFA Motor Club, the number 16 seed, Ego. Driving the 18 Honda Civic from Team Cogspeed, the number 12 seed, McKenna Ritz. Stephanie Hughes from Spagna Lanes is the number 8 seed, driving the Aston Martin Vantage. And from High Octane Racing, driving the 64 Chevelle, the number 1 seed, Cheyenne Wheeler. Ego and Ritz in the front row. And the group is all jammed up into turn 2 with Ego leading. Now Ego pulling away with Wheeler leading the chase pack turn 3. The group is closing fast on Ego, bearing down to the finish line. Wheeler flies off the track in the last second. So it's Ego, Hughes, and Ritz. So they are all bearing down on Ego, and Wheeler somehow loses control, and the others force him off the track. So Ego with bonus points gets the jump. Hughes with 3, Ritz with 2, Wheeler with the DNF. Ego and Wheeler in the front row. Hughes and Wheeler leading out Ritz and Ego into turn 2. Hughes extending her lead down the straight with Wheeler chasing the others back. Turn 3, Hughes sideways. Wheeler closing and closing fast. It's going to be a close. I think it's a photo finish. Let's take a look. There's Ritz and Ego. Let's see who won this one. And the number 1 seed, Wheeler, fights back and steals a close one from Hughes. So it's a poker straight score here with Ego, Hughes, Wheeler, and Ritz 7-6-5-4. That was a huge win for Wheeler. Hughes and Wheeler in the front row. Hughes, Wheeler, Ego, Ritz single file into turn 2. Hughes and Wheeler separating again down the straight. Wheeler closing turn 3. Hughes sees him and floors it all the way to the finish. And then a distant third, we've got Ego and Ritz. So Hughes jumps to the lead with that win. Ego with 9 points is 1 ahead of Wheeler. Ritz is 4 back from Ego. Ritz and Hughes in the front row. And this time it's Wheeler leading out Hughes, Ego, and Ritz into turn 2. And Wheeler's a wild man down the straight, still accelerating turn 3. Sideways, here comes Hughes trying to close, but he takes it. Then Hughes and Ritz. And we lost Ego somewhere. Ego flipped on his roof, must have been at turn 3. So Wheeler and Hughes, both with 14 points, will advance. And we close out the quarterfinals with the Level Up Club and these 8 drivers. Queen Annie Crowhurst, Matthew Parisi, Daniel Bear McKay, Kareem Bowler Brown Palos, Lawrentown Abercrombie, Dale Taylor, Stephanie Hughes, and Cheyenne Wheeler. Your medal hopes are still alive. Congratulations, we'll see you all at the semifinals. And we want to see you at the semifinals too, race fans. Click like and subscribe for immediate updates. Check us out on Facebook at Slingshot 360 Diecast Racing. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you at the races.